Hey, Pete here for Studio Live today. Now, I have been in the market for a laptop computer that is going to do everything I need in terms of music creation, video production, and everything else in between. So what I'm going to show you today is my brand new purchase. I've just grabbed myself a new Lenovo ThinkPad, and I'm going to go through the details of it and unbox this sucker here today. Let's go. So if you've been watching previous videos on the channel, you'll know that I do a lot of recording on my iPad and my iPhone in GarageBand, but I also then have to transfer a lot of that footage and the screen recordings and my camera recordings to my PC to do all my video editing, because things like iMovie and some of the video editing apps on iPad are okay, but they're just not quite there. And I also use my desktop PC with an interface over here to run the Reaper DAW. So when I'm doing recordings on my PC, I do that via Reaper, and that's been great. And I've got my old workhorse desktop PC down there that's running an old Core i5 processor. It's still got 16 gig of RAM. It does the job for me, but what I was in the market for is something that is going to be portable but powerful enough to do all of my audio and video editing and creative work. So I have recently purchased this little baby here, which is the Lenovo ThinkPad E580, I believe it is. I should probably know. I'll let you know down there. But it's a ThinkPad, and I've always loved IBM ThinkPads because they are rock solid. They're ultra reliable, and now that they're Lenovo, so IBM sold the ThinkPad rights over to Lenovo, I wanted to see if they are still just as good. So I've got this laptop. I've done some customizing and maxed it out so that it's going to hopefully last me many years of creation in the future. So let's now jump over and unbox this new computer and see what we've got. Okay, so let's crack on with this. Now, you can tell that I don't do a lot of these sort of unboxings because I don't have a knife, but I have a key here. Okay, that was harder than it looked. And we'll pop this open. Now, this is pretty exciting because I haven't actually had a brand new, decent laptop. I've bought a few netbooks and the like in recent times, but this is my first fully featured laptop that I've had in quite a while because I've been, as I said, using my desktop and using a lot of mobile devices like the iPad. So let's slide out of here, and that seems to be it. There's just some additional foam. Down the side here, we did have our power adapter as well. Take off this nice protective foam. And I remember when I first bought laptops, you would buy them and you would get just this massive plethora of stuff in there. You'd get CDs or floppy disks back in the day, if you can believe it, as well as a bunch of manuals and peripherals and everything in between. So now you get the laptop, and the documentation is this. It's the safety and warning guide. So it'll pretty much say turn on your computer and hope for the best. We'll definitely be reading all about that. Read the manual. And there it is. It's not shiny, it's kind of a matte finish there, but you can just see it reflecting off the light. My brand new Lenovo ThinkPad, and it's pretty hefty. I don't remember exactly what the weight was, but it's definitely a sizable weight. And we open up the lid. There's our nice 15.6-inch IPS display, which is exactly what I wanted because, as I said, I do a lot of video editing, so I need a decent display. This is 1080p, so it's not 4K resolution or anything like that, but it's going to be well and truly enough for me. So here it is in all its glory. It is an E580. I think I said that before or something like that. If you're interested in the specs of this, it's rocking the latest 8th generation Core i7 processor. It's got 16 gig of RAM on board on a single chip. It's got a 2 gig RX 520, I think, graphics chip. I don't do a lot of gaming, but I wanted at least dedicated graphics so that I can do some video editing and have a bit of horsepower there. It's got an SSD, 256 gig SSD, as well as a 1 terabyte spinning drive for my media files. Now, the reason that I got something like this and not a full-on gaming laptop is that because I do a lot of audio and video, it needs to be quiet. And a lot of the gaming laptops have a lot more fans, a lot more exhaust and liquid cooling and all sorts of things going on in there. I didn't want any of that, but I wanted a nice low profile, easy to take with me, but still with a decent size and quality screen and everything that I need in terms of power. And finally, probably my favorite feature on these ThinkPads is this little nub that we have here next to the G, which I just find so much nicer to use when you're navigating around, especially for things like editing, than actually using this touchpad. Although the touchpad is big and nice, and I just love the clicky buttons and the nice keyboards that we have on these things. Got a nice number pad, keyboard layout's good. This is going to be my workhorse, hopefully for many years to come. So I just wanted to show you this today because you'll be seeing this in future videos, and it will probably be doing a lot of the grunt work behind a lot of my videos. And I know many of you are interested in the gear that I use behind the scenes, so I thought I would show you this one, and if there's enough interest, maybe I'll show it in action in a future video. So that is going to do it. If you've got comments, questions, or suggestions, or want me to do lots more or lots less of these sort of unboxing videos and gear videos, then let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video.